do you turn your life's lead into gold? In other words, how do you manifest in difficult circumstances? Hi, I'm Kaylin, and I have been a teacher of spirituality. My spiritual path is one of my blisses, and helping you and helping myself raise our frequency so that we manifest more effortlessly is definitely one of my passions. And if that's one of your passions, or if you're looking to raise your frequency and attract more effortlessly, to transmogrify your life and turn the lead into gold, then please consider subscribing. So, like I said, I've been a teacher of spirituality for nearly 2 decades. I've written books, taken people on tours all over the world, and have meditation groups and that kind of thing. One of the most challenging and significant and simple concepts, but most complex concepts, yes, I'm contradicting myself, is transmogrification. Now, if you are old enough to know who Calvin and Hobbes are, unless they have made a comeback that I don't know about, Calvin and Hobbes, Calvin was this little boy, Hobbes was his stuffed tiger who would come to life when no one was around, his imaginary tiger, right? And Calvin gets this cardboard box and writes transmogrifier on it, and it converts things, like it changes things. I thought this was the author's imagination. I thought the word transmogrify was a bunch of imagination. Turns out it's a real word. Turns out transmogrification, I'm sitting there, I'm doing my ladies coaching group, and I'm like, you have to transmogrify your life. I don't know if that's a real word. And one of my ladies is like, yes, it is. So you have to transmogrify your life. And here's what I mean. What happens is you have to become an alchemist. We all have these circumstances in life where we have this seemingly impossible situation. For example, my green cheek conure timber here, who is choosing to bite me and be a nibbler, which parrots do. I want to transmogrify her from lead that bites into the golden pet parrot that is just a wonderful companion and is loving, not biting, sweet, not mean, gentle, not all over the place. How am I going to do that? What happens when you have a situation like, let's say, somehow or another, there's nothing you could do about a situation. You're powerless. I have a friend who, I'll use a bird example. Her ex-husband kept their bird, the cockatoo. She wants the cockatoo. He doesn't let the bird out. He has possession of the cockatoo. It's impossible. And you have no power. You have no choice, no ability, and you have to find your power within that. I have to find out how to turn a little nibbler into a little lover. It seems impossible. Lead is lead. It is not chemically gold. They are different elements. It's not possible. And yet, what you have to do is you have to find the golden luster in that lead. You have to find the sweet spot to attract the ex-husband to get him to maybe change his mind, change the experience. I have to turn the pain and the wanting her to stop biting me into something that I don't cringe at when I'm being bitten, and find that golden luster. Now, I am saying you need to find something that isn't there in something that's there, right? In the lead, you have to find the luster. There is no luster. There's no golden luster in lead because it's lead, it's not gold. How do you find it? One of the best and easiest ways to find it is actually to flow it. When you flow a situation, what happens is, in this case, I would flow the pain. I would welcome the pain. I would allow the pain. I wouldn't change life. I wouldn't try to change life. I would let life be what it is. I wouldn't ignore it. I wouldn't deny it. I would experience ouch. I would experience that ouch. I would, in that way, as I flow it over and over, experience it, welcome it, let it be here, and then let it go. And then start over, and then start over, and then start over. And as I do, granted, she will grow up. But the other thing that'll happen is she could retain her bitiness, or as my energy shifts, because I am flowing the situation, one of the things that's going to happen is I'm going to learn to find the luster in there. Hi, sweetheart. Can we start to make you luster? That doesn't work, does it? And as that occurs, it's going to change things. As my friend stops hating the fact that her ex-husband is not letting the bird go and isn't necessarily bringing him out of the cage, which is like heartbreaking. It seems like cruel and unusual punishment. I feel like it is. But as she lets the pain and the sting of that flow, you never know, things might change. After all, he might get tired of taking care of a bird that he's not even taking out of the cage. Things can shift and change, but the only way for them to shift and change is for you to find the luster in it, is for you to shift your energy, change yourself, flow your energy, because when you flow your energy, you raise your frequency, and then the world around you shifts and changes, generally speaking, in ways that are more to your liking. What are you doing? What are you doing? So it's super important, and that's how you're going to empower yourself. You're going to shift your energy, raise your frequency, and change your life. So here's to, in that way, finding that luster. In that way, really changing your experience so that you turn a nibbler at some point into something more. Now, it's true. Some of it is also reality, and some of it does take a little time. Keep that in mind. But before you know it, things do shift and change in one direction or another. And in order for them to change in a direction that's more profitable to you, make sure to raise your frequency by flowing your energy, and you will find that at some point things just get so much better and they start to raise and raise because you have raised your energy. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. Please be sure to catch the next video by subscribing, and if you have any questions about your spiritual path or raising your frequency, please comment below. Thanks for joining me in this video.